baby, baby. How was I supposed to know? Welcome, everybody. We are going to jump into our second game, best of 5, final round. This is the finals of Team BC and .net's bronze through gold on the EU server. basTy, bestiality. Going to go ahead and spawn on the bottom right of Shakur's Plateau as the green Zerga McFerguson. SkyFlare giving the big good luck, have fun. Going to spawn on the top left of Shakur's Plateau as the pink, the cute, the adorable SkyFlare, the Protoss player. Now basTy, last game, unable to crush the 2 base, 3 immortal, mass sentry stalker composition all in. Went ahead and chose a very large map, potentially for the exact same reason. An all-in would take a bit longer to get to, as well as he will scout last, so maybe SkyFlare will not be particularly greedy, because he will not. There's a good chance he won't scout first. Looks like he is actually going cross distance. He's picking this position first. Ooh, that is a lucky choice. And we are at 13 supply right now, as we're going to see the forge plop down in just a second. I know. Gotta love the Immortal Sentry Crusher. One way to put it. That's one way to put it. Alrighty, so SkyFlare is going to see the pool before the hatchery. We are getting closer and closer to 2 minutes and 40 seconds. The cutesy patootsy patrol move is going to go ahead and keep any hatchery from going down. No drone getting pulled off the line quite yet to go ahead and scout. Looks like at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, this drone is going to arrive and try and chase away this probe. And he is going to be able to get his hatchery down. I'm sure he feels great about that. Last game he did have to delay it 10 seconds before he was able to put it down. Always a pain in the butt. But SkyFlare in return is going to go ahead and put down his expansion at 18 supply as soon as possible. Be interesting. We'll see how soon his second pylon goes down. The sooner, the fastest his as soon as the second pylon goes down, the sooner he can continue on the pro production. You see, he is maxed right now on 18 to 18. Well, not maxed, but he can't make any more units right now. Needs that pylon to continue the pro production. Right now he's forced into cutting pros pretty hard. And there goes the cannon, the gateway, and finally the pylon going down. 2 links, scooting, boot, and a boot. Do not want to get caught off guard by any proxy pylon shenanigans, but SkyFlare has already picked the position he wants to put his proxy pylon. But basTy, if he keeps on going around these edges, he's gonna be able to find this proby. Very common proxy location is right here, because SkyFlare is gonna want to knock down this third. Looks like basTy is gonna go ahead and take his third pretty darn soon, as we do see saturation on the gas this time. So we're not gonna see a fast third. We are gonna see a third. This drone is just waiting for it. He's itching for it. A very nice wall, very common wall. Alright, these links look like they are going to miss this probe. This probe is going to be able to plop down his proxy pylon. So Overlord getting a few pew-pews, a few too many cannon hits. Saturation is continuing. Warp gate research will begin momentarily right after these commercials. Now this probe is going to actually give away his positioning. It's going to check on the third, going to see no third. And we're at 5 minutes and 36 seconds, and the question is SkyFlare going to scout no third and then panic and be like, oh my gosh, there's something wrong going on here? Or is he just going to assume that the third will come down later? He is going to go ahead and scout here. He sees 2 gases in the main, getting all the way in the main, and that probe paid for himself. Not seeing 2 gases at the natural yet, though, but he also saw no third, so this is going to be a little worrisome for SkyFlare. Second cannon is going down. A third cannon is going down. He didn't see a roach one, but he is going to... But it looks like the choice is going to be the Baneling's Nest. This is going to be a 2 base Baneling's bust. It's going to be a lot later than a 1 base Baneling bust. but it's going to be a lot scarier than a 1 base Baneling. But it's going to be a lot bigger. A lot more Lings and Banelings will be busting down this door as the Warp Gate tech not getting a Chrono Boost quite yet. Looks like the Chrono Boost is going down on the +1. SkyFlare might actually be gearing up for his own shenanigans here, and a second probe is moving out to try and put a secret pylon down, I would think, but he's still going to scout this third position and see no third. Now, the Zerg could have taken this third position, which this probe is immediately actually moving out to right now. He wants to check all these thirds. These Lings are in good position to keep that probe going back to where his buddy was. Great proxy pylon spot. And SkyFlare, right now, I think, unless he was here, but right now SkyFlare is convinced that this is 2 base shenanigans, and right now SkyFlare just needs to hold. He needs to hold on for dear life from either roaches, 2 base Muta, or Baneling Ling busting. Sentries in this particular situation going to be extremely important. 3 cannons though. It's a lot of cannon fodder. basTy hates it. You damn right basTy hates it. Who wouldn't hate being on the other end of the as you so eloquently put it, the immortal sentry crusher, as Fireblade's Mana says. We do have a total of 5 gates being produced. That's gonna make a total of 6 gates. Pylons all around the base. It looks like he was a little worried about Nidus play here. Are we going to see Nidus play? We actually are going to see Nidus play. The Nidus is just about to finish. Where is this magical Nidus? Whoa, what an interesting place to put the Nidus. That's such a vulnerable place. But we're going to go ahead and fill it up. Where are these secret overlords? There's an overlord here. Cannon here. There's an overlord here. And let's go ahead and look at the vision for these guys. Does he see? He does have vision of this area, but will he see it in time? Ooh, this is going to be... Okay, it's here. He's putting a cannon right there. I mean, he's putting a pylon right there. Bringing the probes off. Are they gonna be able to power it down in time? And the answer is yes. He is able to power it down in time. Now, basically, he's gonna look at his other overlord. That pylon, I mean, that cannon is gonna keep it from going. Good old basTy might go ahead and try it again, but he isn't. As we do see the unload of the Nidus. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Nidus go down around here. Or around here, just to get all these units closer to the base. But he's just going to go ahead and trek it on foot, leaving... nope, he's taking all the units out, and looks like he's going to do it live. Only 3 sentries out right now. basTy is losing, just did lose a little bit of supply. Must have been that overlord, these poor little stalkers. And here comes the Lings testing the ramp. Are we going to see... We are seeing stalkers getting warped in. Looks like SkyFlare is confident with 3 sentries almost on full energy here. Here comes the Lings, still poking in and out. Now these Lings could scout the third, see no third, and double expand. Something crazy. But it looks like the Banelings are going to go first, and I think SkyFlare is going to be more than prepared for this. Banelings did take out some pylon power. That's 1 cannon down. And look at these Lings. They are going to go ahead and get completely inside of the natural. No amount of force fields are going to protect this army. And it looks like that's going to be game. Those Banelings paying off 100%. One more warping, though, of sentries could protect. The Stalkers aren't going to be fun. We're going to see Ling versus Stalkers, and sure enough, the Stalkers look like they're barely going to be able to trade with these Lings. The force field being extremely, extremely powerful. Exactly what these Lings did not want to see, and a warping of Zealot's going to be extremely hard for any Lings to deal with. So he is trying. He does want to get a few probe kills, but instead he is going to move some Lings into the main. Another 3 gateways unpowered, but on their way. Now the wall is breached. SkyFlare's base is breached. The question here is, can SkyFlare go ahead and just get right back in it? Right now, basTy isn't making a third. He's making more and more Lings. So if SkyFlare can just go ahead and get back to his ramp and defend this, he's gonna still have a big advantage going into this mid game. We do see 40 drones versus 52 probes. 22 Lings are going to be on their way. They are going to meet a wall, which isn't going to be any fun for these Lings. And I think SkyFlare is actually going to have a very powerful be in a very powerful position moving forward. And now we do have the third hatch going down. Would love to see a fourth hatch, actually, because right now SkyFlare, he lost a lot of army, and I don't think he's going to want to push out anytime soon. Little sacrificial overlord. It's going to get some vision here. A little oversaturated on the main, a little undersaturated on the natural. That's just what happens when your probes are running back and forth from the Ling harassment once they breach your front door. Robotics facility has produced an observer first, a second observer actually on the way. No, that's not true. For one observer is going to scout this third, and now SkyFlare is going to just get back into it. I think they're actually pretty even right now, except the drone production unfortunately did take a huge toll on basTy's drone production. Alright, we're gonna have to see what kind of tech choice both of these players want. Looks like the robotics facility is out. Will he go ahead and just maybe make 3 immortals and do the push, a similar push to what he did last time? These banelings though, being sneaky. This observer looks like he's not gonna go over these banelings. This could ooh, and sexy blink. The +2 blink at about 15 minutes. Infestors are officially out, and now the roach production begins. And this observer, fortunately for the pathing of the observer, is going to see these banelings come. He's going to see the banelings trying to hide and be sneaky. Actually blinking into the banelings. Didn't take too much damage, just some shield damage. But if he pushed forward right now with the shield, with so much shield damage, these stalkers I don't think are going to be able to do very much damage here. I think right now Zerg is getting Zerg has the opportunity to get in a lead. These infestors are growing with energy. Pretty soon they're gonna have 2 fungals in the bank, each one of them. And right now the roach production is moving, but SkyFlare is pushing forward for his +2 blink stalker harassment. We're seeing how the warp prism is so powerful. You don't have to worry about a probe or a pylon getting sniped as your units move forward. Roaches are accumulating, however. I don't think we have enough roaches for these stalkers. I think SkyFlare needs to attack right now before any more roaches come out. Five overlords on their way right now. Good old basTy is at a pretty a bit of a painful supply block here. 55 supply versus 134, and it looks like SkyFlare is moving directly to the third. This creep is making its way. Creep almost barely connecting the third and the natural, and that's going to make the third way easier to defend. And here we do have roaches and fungals and infestors. Now these fungals are going to go ahead and make this blink tech worthless. But these blink stalkers are +2. They're sticking together. And right now, it looks like basTy is on the back foot here. He wants to defend a third. That fungal is paying off for him. The hatchery is down. These stalkers are pretty hurt. I don't think they can take these roaches. And I have to see the blink of the blink of a god here to win this army. This War Prism, I was just about to say, might want to take a few stalkers home with him, as he's the only one that's going to survive this battle. Infestors can actually burrow. Isn't that neat? I didn't know that until a few days ago. Right now, basTy did lose his third, but good old SkyFlare's army is looking rather puny. SkyFlare's army is a total of 7 zealots and 5 stalkers, 2 sentries, and 1 war prism. As he is going to go ahead and continue warping in, +2 stalkers. But right now, basTy knows exactly what composition he's dealing with. He has the wonderful, powerful fungal. 30 roaches on the field, 2 infestors to keep those stalkers from blinking away, as blink can be quite the annoying tech choice. 130 supply versus 118 supply, as good old SkyFlare has officially saturated his third. And the saturation looking crazy, as the main for both of these players is getting mined out. This third being